What is up, guys? It's Twin Soul Poets. We are your go-to couple for love and relationship advice.
Dope spoken word poetry.
And uplifting content.
Content. You got that content.
Yeah, we got some content for you. It's gonna be uplifting too. In celebration of Valentine's Day today, we wanted to get into a very juicy topic.
And I've got my hair in a little heart shape. Celebrate. Is it possible to manifest a specific person into your life? Short answer, in my opinion, yes, it is possible. There are people who have done it. However, we wanted to expand that idea a bit and to encourage you to open the playing field to other possibilities, and we're going to tell you why in this video. But don't worry, towards the end of the video, we will give you some tips and ideas of how to encourage a specific person into your life.
Something that is really important to consider when you're diving into this journey of manifesting other people romantically is to remember that each and every person is a co-creator in this life experience, just like you are. In the same way that you're sitting down and manifesting your goals and dreams, everyone else is manifesting their goals and dreams and visions right alongside you. And so it's important to try to find that alignment with somebody else who is looking to create the same things as you. And that may or may not be with the person you have in mind.
Right. It's about that synergy that happens when you're co-creating that brings that magic of relationship together. It's not about forcing or straining to make something happen. It should feel natural. There should be an ease about it. If there's a sense of tension or that it's so hard, that's the universe kind of saying, hey, you know, you're making this a lot harder than it needs to be.
Sometimes the biggest blessings in life are when we don't get what we want or what we thought we wanted.
Right.
And sometimes people are communicating very clearly that they're not wanting a relationship or they're going a different direction in life. And if you really do feel love for that person, sometimes the most loving act is to let them go.
I love what you said about the biggest blessing can sometimes be not getting what you wanted, because that can be leading you to something even better. And actually, I thought earlier about the analogy of Oprah, who was fired from her first newscasting job. And if she in that state had a thought like, this is my ultimate thing, this news station, this is what I need, and she gets fired, she could have thought, this is over. I've failed. I haven't done it. And she may not have gone on to do what she did. And that analogy can be applied to a person. If you're looking at this person and saying, this is my ultimate thing, this is the only way that love can happen for me. If it doesn't, what does that mean for you? Like, you have nothing left? We would like to say that relationship or person could be leading you to learn more about yourself. They may be there to teach you to have more confidence or to have more self-love, or they could introduce you to the person that's going to ultimately be the one who's right for you. There's always going to be something there for you, and it could be leading you to the person who could just turn you out and really open up your life in a way you never knew it could be. I really believe that you can make a positive and beautiful relationship with a lot of different people. I think there are hundreds, if not thousands, of possibilities. But just imagine and think of your past relationships that you thought were the thing and be like, wow, God, I'm so glad I didn't stay with that person. You know, my life would have gone in a completely different direction.
It's also really important to remember that manifesting the person, creating the relationship, that's just the beginning, right? It's not the end result, and it's not all flowers and rose petals and rainbows after that. Like, relationships take work, they take energy, and there's ups and downs. There's amazing times of love and profound, like, learning moments and just things that just speak to your soul. And then there's hard times and there's challenges, and where your dynamic is going to push you up against all of your own obstacles and fears in the most intense way that wasn't happening when you're by yourself.
Especially if you're a twin flame.
Yeah,
right?
Especially if you're a twin flame. That's the beauty of relationship. And not all of the beauty is just in the highs, right? There can be beauty in the difficulty too, because if you can work together as a team. But just know that it's not like, okay, I manifested them into my life and now I'm good.
Check.
I'm happy.
I'm done. And I think it's also important to note that in our culture, like, the idea of the happy ending, the kind of fairy tale thing, I think is so prevalent. You know, all these shows, The Bachelor and things like that, they're all about getting the guy, getting the girl, getting the person. But that's that's where it starts. I mean, you can see some of those relationships on those shows, they don't make it because I think it's so much about the physical attraction and the chemistry and all that excitement in the beginning. But recognizing that once you get them, that's where you really get to the true intimacy. So you don't see getting this person as the be all and end all of love.
Right.
That said, if you do have a little special someone's face in mind, that's completely natural and normal. Just keeping in mind the things that we did share. Here are a few ideas that you can use to make it more likely that they will show up in your life.
Tip number 1, think of manifesting this person into your life as an invitation and not a need or requirement, or an opening to the field where it is possible rather than enforcing your creative will onto someone else. As you are opening to this possibility, you're opening yourself to that feeling state and that vibration.
Tip number 2 is to make a manifestation mantra. We have this little manifestation template here, and it goes like this. I am with someone who, and then say maybe 3-4 things that you would like in a relationship. Loves me, cherishes me, makes me happy, inspires me, thinks I'm sexy, whatever the things you want. And if that love can be shared with blank, this is where you would put your specific someone's name, then I welcome it. Or whoever can embody my vision of love. That's the most important part. So you're going to say, I am in a relationship with someone who, and say all the things you'd like in a relationship. And if that love can be with Hamilton, then I invite it into my life, or whoever can embody my vision for love. This is a powerful, powerful mantra to do, and you will see shifts happen. If it is that person's name that you have put in, they're gonna start showing up more. You're gonna notice getting texts from them. They're gonna start communicating. If not, you actually might notice they pull away. You might hear less from them, and someone else might show up in your life. So just pay attention to what starts to happen, and we recommend doing this every day, using this mantra every day and throughout the day if you need to. If you find yourself getting fixated or in that worry state, use this mantra.
It's really important to leave that little door open for the universe, because as creative as we are and as much as we think that we have the best ideas for what we need in life, the universe is infinitely more creative than we are and has all of these possibilities out there, and just to leave the door cracked for them to maybe have a better idea if they might.
Just crack it open just a little bit.
It's a good idea. It's a really good idea.
That's a great point.
Tip number 3, practice visualization exercises. Great time to do this is either the first 30 minutes when you wake up or as you're going to sleep. Visualizing this person that you're trying to manifest saying things to you like, I love you. They're right in front of you. They're about to kiss you and they say, I love you. Or the more specific the scene you can set, the better. Maybe you're out on a date, your favorite romantic restaurant, you're at the beach, walking with each other. The way you know it works is if you start having those love potion feelings, your heart starts racing, you feel your face start blushing, you just feel that warmth when you're imagining hugging them. That's putting you into the feeling state of this vibration of being in love. Ironically, you kind of realize that, I don't need any end result for me to access this feeling because I'm feeling it right now. The catch-22 there is sort of as you realize that, that's when you start to attract it most powerfully, because you're already there.
And if that special person is a match, they're not going to be able to do anything but be attracted to you, because you're already going to be in that energy that assumes that it's already happening for you. Right. Being in love is a state of being. And tip number 4, building off of our last tip, try not to think of this person that you want to manifest with anxiety and longing. Neville always says that in order to manifest something, you have to think from and live from the end. So if you're in this place of, I don't have, they're not with me, I need them, I without them, then you are actually manifesting more of not having them in your life. Yeah. But if you can stay in that place of, I'm so grateful they're with me, I love being around them, they love being around me, I'm so happy for them being in my life, then you're living from the end of already having that specific person there with you. This might be the most crucial and important step to pay attention to, because most people, I think, that want to manifest a specific person are focused on the fact that they don't have them yet. And if that's where your attention is, you're going to continue to get more of that, and it's going to be a lot harder to fight against that and to bring them in.
Yeah, it's about living a life of attraction rather than reaction, and you decide how you feel, and then life starts to respond to you.
Yes.
And it really changes everything.
Be in a state of already having rather than a state of lack, and you will really encourage that specific person to show up for you.
If you want a very practical, hands-on manifesting tool, check out our video on creating a love vision board. It's a really powerful way to, again, get into that feeling state, but also while you're literally putting your visions into 3D reality.
I had some awesome things come to fruition from that vision board that we discovered together years later that just blew my mind. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiration about how to manifest deep, soulful love into your life.
We have a whole playlist on it right here, and make sure to leave a comment as well and let us know if this video helped open up and expand your ideas about manifesting love and a specific person in your life.
We'll see you next time.